Hi, everybody. Nice meeting you all. I'm very happy to be here in this very beautiful city of Brno, and thank you very much for the organizers of Brno Dot for hosting this amazing event. Today, actually, my colleague Danilo is supposed to be here and do this speech, but very sadly, he got sick and cannot be here, so I am here filling his spot. My name is Zhixi. I work for the business development team at Interlay. So today, we're going to talk about Bitcoin, and I will also talk to you about the next step for Interlay. In the next 6 months, we're building Interlay 2.0. I know a lot of you here is already engaged in our community, and probably a lot of you have tried our product. And today, I'm going to bring the news and talk about what we're doing next. So Bitcoin in DeFi, that's what we do. Interlay in 3 words, decentralized finance for Bitcoin. I want to start by asking the audience here, how many of you owns Bitcoin? If you can show your hand. Beautiful. And how many of you have money or involved in anything to do with DeFi? Beautiful. And how many of you here is earning money from Bitcoin in DeFi? Amazing. I love that. I love that. Yeah, not so much. So we can see almost everybody here have Bitcoin. Almost everybody here use DeFi. But there's only 3 hands for Bitcoin in DeFi. Bitcoin was born out of a crisis. The existence of Bitcoin was a revolution. Was a revolution. So Bitcoin gives an opportunity for people to store value without trusting traditional financial institutions. Bitcoin gives us hope to do transaction in a new way that is instant, global, anonymous, and decentralized. But however, if I own Bitcoin and I want to use it nowadays to earn, to do anything, the tools that we have doesn't really reflect this value. The tools that we have now mostly exist on centralized exchanges or centralized bridges. So as part of our, as part of our mission at Interlay, we want to fully explore the potential of BTC in 2 ways. First, we want to make products that can restore the true core nature of Bitcoin. And second, we want to expand the use cases in DeFi, allow people to do more with their BTC and earn more with their BTC. Solution, one dApp for all things Bitcoin finance. Right now at Interlay, what we have is a trustless bridge. We solve 2 problems with DeFi. First is the centralization, and we want to build something that's fully decentralized. And second, adoption. The technical nature of Bitcoin is limiting. Bitcoin was designed for payment. It was not like Ethereum. It's not designed for programmability. So there's a lot of times when you want to use Bitcoin, you notice it's hard to move between blockchains. And this is also part of the reason why we choose to be on Polkadot, because part of Polkadot's nature is the interoperability. If we look at the market, 395 billion market cap for Bitcoin, only 10% of that exists in DeFi. And out of that number, nearly 60% lives on Ethereum. With Ethereum, the common product that we know for wrapped BTC, like WBTC, RenBTC, we will talk about it later, is not really decentralized in its core. So what does it leave us? It leaves us less than 10 million true Bitcoin in DeFi TVL. There's a lot of companies out there that is making wrapped BTC products to allow users use their Bitcoin in very creative ways, use it in different blockchain, but we achieve different goals. If you look at this graph here, the vertical would be the interoperability between blockchain, multi-chain capability, and horizontally is the trustlessness, also decentralization. Some of the popular player, WBTC, HBTC here, the way that you get, for example, a WBTC similar to InterBTC, which is what we have, is you put your Bitcoin to a facility and then you mint WBTC. But the thing is, with WBTC, you have to go to a merchant. And this merchant is a trusted, high-value institutional facility. For example, one of the famous example for WBTC merchant, Alameda Research. You trust them, you get your WBTC, use it in Ethereum, earn yield, and then you come back. This whole process, you trust the bridge, you trust Ethereum blockchain, you trust your wallet, and at the end, you will have to trust that when you bring back your Bitcoin to redeem, they still have it. They have your Bitcoin and they're willing to give it back to you. However, with the true nature of Bitcoin, you're not supposed to have to trust one person or a group of people. That's why we try to come to the very right side of this graph. And we have some other companies who is also labeling themselves on this side of the graph. For example, the TBTC, which was made by Keep. There are some other, and also I would say including the real Bitcoin itself, it's also very decentralized on this side, but there's not much that you can do there. There's not much use cases. You cannot transfer it easily between blockchains. There's not so much earning opportunities. Most of the time, your Bitcoin just sit in your wallet and you wait for the market to go up. So Interlay, after 1 year of building, we have a trustless bridge that is up and running now. Our next step is to become a DeFi hub where it expand the way that you people can use their Bitcoin and earn. So when we talk about trustless, what does it mean? For us, trustless means two things. First, non-custodian. Second, insurance. When it comes to the issue of custody, very sensitive words in crypto, would you trust to keep your money in a financial institution or a decentralized network? The thing that makes us truly trustless and decentralized is our unique system of vault. And I know some of our audience here is actually in our vault. Thank you very much. Vault, anybody can be a vault. You don't have to be a multi-million company to be a merchant of InterBTC. As long as you have the hardware, you have the amount of collateral asset, you can register and be a vault. There is no KYC, there's no nothing. But how do we make sure this whole process is reliable? As a vault, you set up the hardware, you set up the software, and you bring collateral asset. You over-collateralize your vault with 260% in DOT. And by the way, we're expanding the collateral asset that we will accept. We're researching into more and more assets, including like USDT, USDC, popular assets that our community want to see and make it possible for more people to use their assets to open up a vault. And your responsibility will be processing requests, very similar to what staking providers do on POS system, validating. As a user, I bring my BTC to Interlay. I put it in the bridge, and I mint IBTC. After I use my IBTC, I want to go back and claim my Bitcoin. This time, you go to the website, you say, I want to take my BTC out. If the vault that was looking after your Bitcoin was honest, they're responsible, they fulfill your redeem request, you get your money back. But if they're not honest, they misbehave, or somehow they made a mistake, what happened, and they cannot provide you with your BTC, they will be punished, they will be liquidated, and you will receive the same amount of value and more in collateral asset. So we designed the system in a way where we incentivize our vault network to act honestly. And when we come back to the second point of Bitcoin problem that we have, which is adoption, the technical difficulty for Bitcoin to be adapted into more ecosystem and more use cases, this is our next solution, which is the one-stop shop for Bitcoin finance. In 3 months from now, we will see the Kintsugi 2.0 live, the super app on Kintsugi on Kusama. In 6 months from now, we'll see the Interlay 2.0 live on Polkadot. More than just being a bridge, we will provide users with one-click interface where you can just invest and start earning passive income with one click. We will start we are actually in the process of building an automated market maker for traders. At the same time, we're also developing a lending and borrowing protocol for more risk-averse users. We're developing features for investors of all different appetite, for users with different risk levels. We want to make DeFi for Bitcoin accessible for everybody. And something else to mention, fiat on-ramp and off-ramp. I'm sure everybody here have this experience. When you want to do something in DeFi, it might be difficult because you have to open 10 different websites. I first register for a wallet, I go to an exchange, I buy the asset, transfer to wallet, bridge it to somewhere else, and then open another interface, blah, blah. And then after all, I lose track of what's happening. It's difficult. It's complicated. I don't remember everything that happened. We want to make this possible for people who are not expert in DeFi. Everybody should be able to use their Bitcoin. Everybody should be able to be in DeFi. That's why we will use fiat, on-ramp, and off-ramp, make people possible to purchase directly inter-token, purchase directly assets, Bitcoin, that they want in our website. And after they lend or borrow or they do whatever action they want to do, they will be easily offboarding their crypto back into fiat money in their bank account if they want to. Do we have any question up to this point? Or maybe I think we'll leave the FAQ to the end. But going on to our business model, this is how we make money as a company. This is also how our vault make money as part of our network, and also for Intertoken, who holds our native token. Right now, currently, IBTC bridge fee is the main income for every transaction that happens on Interlay. 0.5% goes to our network. It's distributed among our vaults, among our inter-token holders, and other stakeholders. When our new features come live, lending fee will be a part. You will receive an inter. AMM fee will become a part of your income coming from whatever the asset that you're trading. Cross-chain routing fee coming from our interaction, the assets movement between parachains, and hopefully in the future between different blockchains, even outside of Polkadot system. Interlay, as I may be repeating myself, Kintsugi been live since March, Interlay live since July. We have over 50 community members, over 3 million BTC bridge volume. Cross-chain volume 68.9 BTC on Interlay and over 102 BTC on Kintsugi. We have over 300 users daily and more people signing up and coming to mint IBTC every day. Going into our roadmap, this is us today. We have the first fully decentralized Bitcoin bridge on the market. In 3 months, you will see a one-stop shop DeFi for Bitcoin, Interlay 2.0. Next year, we want to expand outside of our home of Polkadot. We want to start interacting with other blockchains like Cosmos, Avalanche, Ethereum. And in the very near future, we aim to bring it to retail investors, expand the use cases, invite people from Web 2 to Web 3, invite people who hold their savings in fiat into putting it into a Bitcoin account. When it comes to custody solutions, right now we have a network of Vault, realizing the decentralized nature, but still, you have to move your Bitcoin. In the future, our dream is to develop a product where your Bitcoin stay in your wallet, and when you lend, you borrow, it requires very minimum or almost no collateral, and you can just earn Bitcoin when you're holding your key, holding your coins. Where all this come from, I have to give a shout out to our two founders, Alexei and Dom. They studied together in Imperial College London, and they did their PhD on Bitcoin and on the cross-chain possibility of blockchain. And you can find their paper, their research paper on our website. It's really worth a read if you want to get deeper. And another big shout out to all of our partners in the ecosystem. This is all the partners that we have on the map right now. But we're looking to expand more. We want to collaborate more. We want more and more people, more and more assets on our platform. We want to work with you. So I will be very happy to talk to you for anybody who is here. If you have any amazing ideas, if you want to be a part of the Interlay network, we can explore together. I think that's it for my presentation for today, and thank you very much. I'm happy to take any questions if we have time. Yeah, thank you.
I mean, I just have to say, the opening, I think we should mention this, because it was so nice how you asked us, like, do you have a Bitcoin? And all of us were like, oh, yeah. And then she was like, and do you make money? And we were like, oh, no. It was, like, incredible. I mean, I really can't wait if Interlay succeeds or when they succeed. I think it will be time-changing for the whole ecosystem, and I just wish you good luck. Really thank you for the presentation, for your time, and one more time, applause for Zhixi.